thumbs up when you... Oh, wait a minute. Huh? Test, test. All right, what up, disc golf fans? This is Derek Skull with Gatekeeper Media, and I will say it is very good that we are indoors today because it is a cold one here in South Philadelphia.
Still working on it.
This is week 2 for our winter putting stuff, brought to you by
Let me know in the
Gatekeeper
chat.
Media.
How's
we want to say thank you very much to Second District Brewing for hosting us.
And all that stuff.
We have some newcomers this week, so we doubled in size. So.
How's that? Yeah, Millennium Disc Golf for really putting all this together. That they've helped us out a lot. Working with them for the past year or so. So we just want to give a big shout out to some of those sponsors here as we're getting ready to start. Now bear with us. This is still pretty new for us. There are going to be a couple learning curves. You just kind of have to let us know. What are your thoughts? How is the stream going? Please let us know. Please critique us. We want to make this better. We want to bring this to everyone. But I think at this point, this could be time where we're getting ready to start. So, hey, Derek, you mind if I swing it back over to you for a sec? I just say hi to the camera. Let them know. I just told them about our player packs and everything. Maybe interview...
I'm like I'm tethered to this. I only have about a 5. That's enough to put 2 beers and 3 discs in, folks. So just saying, really have much of a crowd here. So you'll notice the new format. Last year, it was very crowded, not a lot of room. So the new style that we're here, everybody should be able to see what we're kind of talking about from out in the main bar area. And then when they are on deck, they're going to head on over. So it looks like the first couple people that we have up are on their way out. Vito is ready to go.
Yeah, we're live. We have a good start there. So Cove off to a great start again. So making both there, so he's sitting at a good 3. So both these guys, we had a pretty short crowd last week. Both these guys ended up coming here. Both of them placed, actually. Kof was the winner last week. Vito, the newcomer, came in third. So the way the format works here, ladies and gentlemen, is basically you're shooting from 20 feet, 25, and 30 feet. If you make your first shot from 20 feet, it is 1 point. If you make both of them, that will be 3 points. If you make it from the second one, such as Vito did there, and you only make one of them, that is 2 points. If you make both of them exactly what Kof just did there, it's going to put them up to 8. You're going to get 5 points. And then for that last one there, that's from 30 feet. If you make one, you're going to get 3 points. And if you make both, you are going to get 7 points. We're going to play 3 rounds tonight. We have about 12, 13 participants. So everyone's going to go 3 times for 3 rounds. Once that's all counted up, we're actually going to break ourselves down into a bracket, and we're going to have head-to-head. So right now, even though these guys are shooting together, they're not actually going head-to-head. You are playing the field at this point. Ooh. Kof finally loses one there. Vito is able to knock both of those down. That's 7 on for him. He's looking at a 10er for this. Kof's only going to walk away with the 8. Wow. That's a tough one. Hey, Derek.
What's up, bud?
Cutting over to you right now, bud.
All right. Hey, Kof, you want to take a minute here? So you were on track for having a perfect round, and you just couldn't make connection on those chains on the 30-footer. What happened there, man?
One went in and spit out, so a little depressing.
Plenty of golf to play, right? You still got 2 more rounds. What are you putting with today?
You're at 8. He got 10.
Pretty much player pack putters.
Vito got
Awesome.
10.
I like it.
Sweet. Well, did you leave your whammos at home, or did you bring those too?
I bought them too.
All right, maybe you'll brush the dust off of them later.
I think I'm gonna stick with these.
All right.
See what I can do.
Committed,
only
folks.
The second
Committed.
Week.
All right,
the
man.
Second week.
We'll catch you in a little bit. So, are we still on me? So I don't know. I was explaining earlier. Maybe you weren't cut to me, but Vito is playing with mid-ranges today. He forgot his putters at home. So I was explaining to him that, this might just be one of those low-scoring weeks, but you'll notice that he made connection on those 30-footers. So we're going to probably see him making those because of the disc that he's shooting. So let's see how that plays out for the night.
Ken's going to sink his there. He was here last week as well.
Last week there was only 2 last week. Only 2. There's only like 1 all last season.
So each one of those guys are going to walk home with a point each. So not the greatest start. You really want to be sinking both of them. So Nico taking the 5 there. Ken settling for just 1. It's going to put him at 3. So we got a 6-3 score here. Really got to connect on those. Very nice. It's going to be a 13 and a 3 there. Hey, Derek.
No, but the big camera gotcha.
Good round.
It's a good
All
start,
right,
man.
round 2.
All right. To me, bud. Well, they walked away. They're looking to get their beers. We have happy hour for us all night for drinks. So a really good beer down here in South Philly. How am I angled here? See the image, but yeah, but it's a better quality this way. So that was a really good start for Nico. It looks like he just couldn't capitalize on all of his points from the shortest pin, actually. So, but he was able to get full point value for the 30. So that's a good start. He is a veteran to the league. He was, going against Ken, who is new to our league this year. So it was good to see kind of old versus new.
Yeah, that was cool.
Who we got up next?
All right, folks. Mike Sr. and Mike Jr. So this is father and son. They're going to be going at it here. We're live here. Folks, we don't see anything going on in the chat. Let us know. What's going on? What are you doing tonight? You're sitting here watching this. What's your favorite putter? Have you ever been to a putting league? We're going to show you some player packs a little later as well. Short start. Both of these guys are beginners, so this is pros and beginners all playing together. So no one really has advantage here, I would say. Level playing field all across. But this is actually part of my family here. I introduced them to the sport, just filming it, playing it. So it's cool to see them out here, at least just supporting Gatekeeper Media and everything we're doing. Ooh, close. All right. Ooh. All right, there. Going over to you, bud.
All right. So we're coming at the father and son battle here. How are we feeling about that first round here for you? No? Now, Mike, how are you feeling so far?
Something new.
Got to dial in a little bit?
I got it.
All right. Well, what are you putting with today?
Putting with Gatekeeper Media.
Love it. Gotta love it. I like the colors too, man.
Yeah.
Sweet. Representing. Cool. Well, we'll see you round 2, and let's see points on the board, fellas. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, folks. All right, Brian Sr., Brian Jr. Brian Sr. came in second last week, so that was cool to see. It actually came down to the last shot too. Kof left it open for him, and he took it. Yeah, we're good. We're ready to start. So Brian Sr. Ooh, used to play back in the day. Once again, this is family who I introduced the sport to, and he just picked it up right away. This is his son Brian here. Both of these men were present last week. A little rusty, a little more people here. Just got to shake the cobwebs off a little bit. Tough start. 2 points.
Well, that's all no. It's cast iron. But the drain, like there's a drain upstairs.
Folks, what's going on out there? This chat is not moving. Last week we had so much engagement. People were letting us know what they were thinking, how the stream's going. We're not getting a lot out there. Let us know. Have you ever been to a putting league before? What's your favorite putter? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, that's how we're doing cast iron together now.
Mm. That's going to take Brian Sr. to 5 here. Hey, Derek, we're going to bring it down to you.
Another father and son duo here. Now, I remember last week there was a little bit of jabs being taken with one another. You were messing with each other. I remember a lot of laughing. And now, is that part of the plan this year?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Definitely part of the plan.
So we can maybe round 2?
Yes.
All right.
2.
Let's see. What do you have to say,
It's in
Brian?
the first round, but that's about it.
All right. Well, let's make chain contact next time. You know, still plenty of golf to play.
Yep.
All right. Back to you in the studio, Chris. Oh, still on me. Okay. Looks like we're calculating scores here. So, kind of things that we were talking about is they were just getting in each other's head, as father and sons do. A lot of laughter really threw a game a little bit. So, as we could see, this first round, they didn't really need to throw each other's game off too much. But we'll see what happens in the second.
Aaron and Caleb here up next. Both of these guys are newcomers to the
Whenever you guys
league.
are ready.
So, to be completely honest, I don't know what to expect here. I'm guessing they've definitely play. I guess looks like someone's going to take Caleb.
A little bit of a low one, but he does end up making.
Good start. So. All right. That's what we want to see. So it looks like some people have their money on Caleb here. Any locals here know these gentlemen? Going head to head here. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. Unfortunate splash out there. That's the problem with these chains, is you gotta hit them dead on really to get it. Gotta keep them low. So Caleb off to a pretty good start here. He's already sitting at 8. Let's see if he can get the first perfect score of the night. Oh no. There we go. All right. Newcomer coming right in here. Showing us what a perfect round is. Everyone in the chat saying Caleb is a good golfer. So let's see if he's going to give Coach a run for his money. Hey, Derek.
All right. Well, so you are new to the event this year. How you feeling so far?
Feeling good. That round wasn't so good.
But there's still 2 more, right? I've been saying it to everybody. You know, the first round is always, and I always find that the first position is always the shorter one. You get a little bit more breathing room on those back ones. Yeah. Kind of get a little more comfortable, a little ballsy to run those. Yeah. Awesome. Well, enjoy the beer. Thanks for coming out. All right, and we got a shift change here. Yeah. Now, Caleb, you're new to this year as well, right?
I am.
All right.
Indeed, I am.
And how you feeling?
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful time.
Sweet. What are you drinking?
The Resilience IPA. It's delicious. I would recommend it.
And it's for a good cause.
And it's for a good cause. 100% of the proceeds go to California's fire victims. So, good cause.
Get at it, people.
There you go.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, folks, it looks like Dusty's going to be the only one taking a point there. So Dusty is no newcomer to this, but he is pretty new to the sport. He's probably only been playing for about a year and a half. So it's interesting to see what he'll do, see if he sees any improvements from last year. We got some people in the chats, they want to be here dealing with a no heat issue. Good news is that it's the best 4 out of 6 weeks. So you still have time to come. No problem there at all. If you are local and you want to make it out, last week would be the final week where you could still have a running for the grand prize. So we're taking the 4 best scores out of the total 6 weeks here. Okay. Dusty off to a pretty decent start. Putting points up there on the board. All right, folks, this is almost the entire group here that you've seen play through. We're almost through round 1. Let us know in the chat, who are you pulling for here? We have Kof up there. We have Kayla put up a fire round. Have some local people here, some family, some friends. Let us know in the chat, who are you rooting for here? Tough start there for Ryan. Let's see if he's going to be able to bounce back. Not taking any points there. It's going to be a tough one. As we're going to go down. Let's go down, you Derek.
All righty. Well, we have. Looks like I think we only had 1 point score for this round. Is that correct, Chris?
Yeah.
Over and say some words, Dust.
Hey, some words.
All right. Well, so you played in our league last year. Is that correct?
I did. Yeah, that's right.
Now, what do you think about the difference in formats and things like that?
I just think it's a whole lot more straightforward this year.
Yeah.
I mean, putting's putting, but I don't know. It seems like every year it just gets a little bit better, and everybody's sort of kind of catching on. So
okay.
I'm excited.
And you're relatively new to the sport.
Correct. Yeah. And in fact, you got me into the sport.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
absolutely. Well, I mean, that's kind of what we're all here about, is helping grow the sport, share it with our friends, because it is something that, just lets the time pass in a very positive manner, I'd like to say. We can hang out with good friends, drink some good beer. It's really good to, it's so cold and bitter here in Philadelphia that it's nice to be playing indoors a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's great to just have a place we can all meet up, especially in the wintertime.
What are you thinking about our broadcast this year? It's a little different, right?
Oh, it is a lot different. Yeah, it's a whole lot more advanced, I can tell you that.
It's we're reporting live from the field.
Yeah.
So Dylan, you have to take a step back when you shoot. So you got to shoot and take a step back from the line and then go up and shoot again. You can't just shoot twice right in a while. Okay. Derek, he's got to take a step back when he shoots. Yeah, folks. So Dylan is another family member there with the Weimers. He's never played before until he actually came here. First time ever playing throwing a frisbee. He actually went pretty far. I think he went to the semifinals. First time he ever came and played. So that was very exciting to see. Once again, just growing the sport, introducing the sport to my family and friends, and having them come out here and actually play just means a lot. And just seeing them support us and as we grow and try to make this production better, it's great. So, a little slow start here. Needs to connect. There we go. Very nice.
So showing off with the 30-foot putt and the cartwheel. So Dylan, this is your second year.
Yes, it is.
All right. Now, we do apologize. We had an odd number, so you did have to shoot yourself. However, it allowed you to kind of make this round your own,
Yes.
so to speak, right? How you feeling so far?
A little nervous because I missed every shot but one, and I'm usually better than that. And last year when I played, I think I went to the semifinals.
You sure did.
So-
Absolutely. I'd love to see you there again this year. However, making that 30-foot putt, that's the one to make. So those are the ones that are going to really kind of fill in those gaps between you and those other players. So, still, again, I've been saying there's a lot of people out there, a lot of golf to still play. You can really come back swinging on round two.
Yep, I won't be happy until I make them all.
Well, there you go. Perfect round. You heard it here, folks. Dylan.
All right, folks. So with that, we're just going to cut to a quick break. We're going to go to a commercial, see a word from our sponsors here, and then we'll cut back.
Who does number 2 work for? The player that drew this card must throw a pooper for one throw on this hole.
All right, folks, we will be back in just a second. Just finishing up some last things. A couple of people going to the bathroom. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. All right, we're live. So we have Vito first on deck. Gonna miss. Kof, currently the leader of the entire tournament. Put up a really solid showing last week. So Vito's gonna be able to knock one down there. Kof's gonna take 3. So it's gonna put him at 11 total. 11 total. We got ourselves a tie here. So who in the chat wants to see Kof dethroned? Or do you want to see him build a franchise here and just win every week? Is that fun to watch? What do you guys think? It's Vito here last week. Oh, big brick by Kof there. So Vito's able to sneak in. Kof's able to knock one in as well. So both guys should be sitting at 13 total here. It's tough filming or shooting here, I would say. I mean, it's very tight. And for some reason, just putting indoors is different. I don't know what it is about it. But it's challenging. You're so used to playing outside all year, and then you come inside and putt. It's not the same. Kof's able to finally knock one in there. It's going to give him 16 total there. So he's not in a terrible spot, but probably could be in a better spot.
And Vito, come over and talk to us for a second, man.
How's it going?
So this is week 2 for you,
Yes,
is that
it
correct?
is.
All right.
Yes.
So I kind of mentioned it a little earlier, but what are you playing with today?
A mid-range and a putter that I do not putt with.
Okay. How's that affecting your game?
They're 2 completely different discs. This is not that fun, but I'm having fun with it.
That's good, man. Well, and I did notice that it looked like your throws from here are a little more smooth with that mid-range. So I'm excited to see what kind of carry you can have for that glide there. All right.
Maybe this might make it into my casual rounds.
There you go. All right. Thanks a lot, man. All right. So again, we have Nick Ken up next. So they're going to be getting set up, ready to go pretty soon. You know, Kof's the guy that he wants that perfect round, and we just he's coming up just short this week. So, how's my camera this?
We're live, folks. So we have Nico here and Ken. Nico is up. Beautiful start there for Nick. Ken, something he talked about last week. This was one of the first times he's really been on film while playing. So I'm sure that definitely has played a factor into what's going on here. He is known to be a very good putter. I think he's just struggling with the people, with the lights, with the cameras. We'll see. We'll see if he can bounce back. Nico, like we said, a veteran here. He came a couple times last year, so he's no stranger. Looks like he's ready to play, man. He's out here. He wants to dethrone the champ. That being said, he was going to throw a brick there. Let's see if Ken can make up some of this difference. All right. He's going to put Nico at 18 total. We're going into the final putts here. Like, folks, if you're just tuning in, this is the Gatekeeper Media Winter Putt and Stuff Putting League. It's a 6-week league. Best 4 weeks out of your 6 weeks will go towards grand prize winners here. We basically are doing, I would say, everyone playing against the field here. Once we go through 3 rounds of putting, we are going to go into head-to-head bracketing, and we'll have some head-to-head golf watching here. Last week was awesome, so hopefully we get some drama here at the end as well. Let's see. Ken, this is big for Ken. He needs this. That's going to knock him in. That's what we want to see. It's going to put him at 10 total there. That's great. Let's go down to Derek here and see what's going on.
And Mike Jr. on deck. If we want to make a call, can you go get the mics for me? All right. It looks like Ken is walking off here, and so is Nick. So we have some folks that didn't want to talk to the camera, but we'll see how it goes. Some people are a little camera shy, but it's understandable. All right. Looks like we have the mics coming in next up. So they're going to be getting ready to go. So we're back at some father and son here. We're how we doing on scores here? Well, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I don't have any.
That's exactly what we want to see, folks. Newcomers to the game, making a couple early putts. At least getting some points on the board. That's what it's all about here. Really the biggest thing here is really to be out here and have fun. So as long as you're out here having a good time, then drinking beer. What else can you really ask for, right? So once again, folks, let us know in the chat. You've seen the first round. Who are you pulling for here? Do you have any favorites? Let us know in the chat. Who are you rooting for? You got Kof. You got Caleb. You got some newcomers here. It's Mike Jr. and Senior. We have Ken. We have Vito. We have a lot of people here. Nick O. Better watch out for him. That's going to put Mike Jr. to 3 points. Not a terrible start. See if he can knock down at least one of these. If he could knock down one of these, that would be great. A little low. So once again, just trying to get used to it. Both of these guys are very new to the sport. It's nice to see them at least connecting and at least hitting some metal here.
All right, folks. So the newcomer to the group puts 3 points on the board. So going from that last round of 0 points on the board, I would say that's a big improvement. Mike Jr., you want to come in? You're getting a little used to the game here now, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting used to it. The more I play.
It's a little bit of a finesse kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So 3 points from 0, that's a pretty big improvement. So I would say congratulations. Yeah, keep putting. Now you're putting on a point on the board. How does that make you feel for your round 2 scoring?
Better than 0.
I would say that is absolutely okay. Well, I mean, you can only go up from here, right? All right. Well, thanks again for coming out. Well, folks, we had our father and son rivalry coming up. It looks like they are ready to putt.
All right, folks. Brian Sr. here, coming in second last week. Had a pretty slow start here, only taking home 5 at the beginning here. Brian Jr. trying to come through. It's a good point for him. Brian Jr. with the only point. Kind of sucks, folks. I had another camera angle that I really wanted to cut to, but for some reason it doesn't seem to be working. So looks like it's frozen, which kind of stinks. Because we have a splash out there. You never want to see that. It's unfortunate. Brian Sr. is also going to knock that down. We have a couple goose eggs here on these second shots. So I do see some winter putting stuffs there. If you want to see more of those, I'll definitely bring some over on our next intermission. You can kind of check them out. We're going down to the final hole here, or final distance, I guess would be the best way to put it. 30 feet, just inside the circle. And I just want to again say that these are new players, some of these players here, so it's nice to see them at least hitting some Ks off the start. It's got to be nerve-wracking, at least being live, cameras on you, people here watching, and being out here putting. That says a lot about your character and just your overall just comfortability in front of people, I guess. This is a tough basket, man. You hit those chains high, that's what's going to happen. Let's go down to Derek here.
All right, folks, we have the Bryans here, another father and son rivalry going on. Brian Sr., when you get a minute, come on over here.
What's up, Derek?
All right, so it looks like you had a couple splash outs this round.
Yeah, we're getting next round.
Are you're saving it for round 3?
Yes.
All right, we're looking forward to it. I know it's just adds just that much to get in the opponent's head, right?
Yeah, you really need to.
Well, plus it's messing with your son is probably not so bad either, right?
That's right.
All right, cool. There you have it, folks. We'll see what round 3 brings us, but we have Aaron on deck, so they should be coming in a moment. You guys can take position whenever you're ready. And
Thanks, all right.
yeah, you guys are.
We're greenlit. So we're going to have Caleb here off the tee, knocking one in. He did go with a perfect round the first time. So it's awesome to see. As you can tell, these guys they have some experience behind them. This isn't their first time putting. Caleb is on fire. We're going to add another 3 to his. He's going to sneak that in there. So put him up to 6. But the real story here is just Caleb. How many putts is he going to make before he misses? He has not missed yet since he's came out here. So, folks, let us know in the chat, who are you rooting for? Do you want to see... Oh, there's our first miss. Who are you rooting for here? You want to see Kof win? You want to see some newcomers? Looks like a lot of people in the chat know Caleb. We have Nico here, a couple of friends of Sedgley Woods, I would say locals. As we're seeing a little bit of struggle from these guys, I would expect these guys to put up a little more here. There we go. Darren's able to sink that one. Just going to put him at 8 total. Ooh. Man, he zings those in there. Ooh. Ah, nice. So we got 21 and 11. So very nice to see.
Well, folks, that's round 2 for Caleb and Aaron. I do have a question for Caleb when he comes around. Caleb, I got a question for you, man. I would love to know a little bit more about how you keep that putt so low. What's your
there's a
what's
lot
your
of
ideas
spin
behind
when you put a lot of spin on the disc, and it spins a lot, and then it spins a lot,
it? Okay.
and then it goes through the air and goes through.
Now, but what's the point of having it hug just the top of that cage there?
It's purely incidental, really. I have the basket.
Just how
I
you
want to
feel?
put this thing right in there, and that's all I think about.
Well,
when
you
I'm
know, that
playing.
is the object of the game.
But
so
it didn't
I would
work
say
out so
you're-
well for me this time, so I'm not sure if it's the best advice, you know.
Okay. Well, I mean, thanks for sharing, man. We'll see what round 3 brings for you.
There you go.
All right, folks, here we are. We're getting close to the end of the second round here. Dusty, who is, I would say, a newcomer to the sport, not a newcomer to this. He did come out last year. He's putting up a good showing at 8 in the beginning. That's definitely going to have a chance to have him play out here in the playoffs, as the top 8 are going to make it into a single elimination bracket, and that's going to be exciting. I can't wait for that. As Ryan just kind of sneaks that one in there, gets a point on the board. That's what we want to see. Beautiful from him. So Ryan's going to walk away with 3 there. That's a good start for him. I think he had a little bit of jitters in the first round. I think that was it. There we go. Nice putt there from Dusty. Love to see that. Dusty's going to take a 2 there. Put him at 10. All right. Ryan with the 2. That's going to put him at 5. So starting to put some points up on the board. I mean, that's what we want to see out of him. So I know being new here, first time coming here, you probably have some nerves you just want to push out. So folks, let us know in the chat what is going on. This chat is dead. I want to see something out of you guys. Come on, who are you rooting for? You're here watching. Why not at least just engage? Let us know who you're rooting for. We're almost through 2 rounds now. You gotta let us know. I know people are pulling for certain people. I want to see you spam them in the chat. So, Dusty only got 2 points this round, so a little slower. Still putting up some good numbers. Let's go finish it out. Let's go down to Derek.
All right, folks, we are down at the green. We have Ryan here making both of his first section on his way back from the first station. He did want Cove to stay put. A little superstition going on there, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how round 3 plays out. Looks like maybe somebody wanted to talk, maybe they didn't, but we'll catch them after the next one. Ahead from the studio. It looks like we have it. So Dylan, are you ready? Dylan, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
All right, we have Dylan here, has to shoot all alone. So because he doesn't have someone to take him away, he does have to step away from the line just to kind of break that up. And he can't just kind of recalculate and get that extra little maneuver to kind of finesse your shot in there. So it's just something to kind of keep it a little fair since he is shooting alone. So he is going to miss both of them there. I would say maybe he should do a cartwheel for every one he makes. We'll see. He is repping the Gatekeeper Media hat. It's also awesome to see. So after this intermission, I definitely am going to bring by some player packs for you guys to check out. And it probably does suck that's the one unfortunate thing, having an odd number. Someone just kind of unfortunately has to shoot by themselves. But, I mean, he made one from 30 foot last time. Let's see if he can do it again. Put him at 6. Definitely will give him a chance to do something. At least run to the playoffs. With only 13 participants, top 8 making it. I would say anyone who's in kind of that 8 to 10, 5 to 15 range, all are kind of going to be fighting for those spots, as he is going to have to unfortunately take all zeros there. So a couple goose eggs.
Absolute meltdown failure.
Man,
Absolute meltdown failure.
I think it was because you didn't do your spin or your cartwheel.
I didn't. I should have did the cartwheel after the first shot.
Round 3, I think that you're going to have to bring that back so we get some points back on the board for you.
Will.
All right, bud.
Thank
That
you.
hat looks good on you, bud.
Thanks.
Awesome. Well, so that's the end of round 2 for you, everybody. Am I framed up a little bit here? We good? Sorry, folks. Again, this is last-minute engineering going on, but you know, we're having a lot of fun. Round 2 just finished up, so we should be having some scores kind of rolling through.
We're going to take an intermission.
Round 3 is kind of
on
deck. We're going to have Vito and Cove
Sweeney's
ups.
round.
Let's see if I can kind of
show
wrangle
the fans
them up.
some of our lovely
What's that?
sponsors if you want to give a big shout out.
All right, intermission sounds good.
All right.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because they go. Serve, organize, and measure the best. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that moon will serve to organize and measure the best.
Cutting. Alright. So folks, I just want to show you right here kind of what we got going on in this player pack. So first and foremost, the Gatekeeper Media bag. Love seeing that. So this is all for $45. You're going to get the Gatekeeper Media bag. Gatekeeper Media hat. This one looks like a little bent from being in the thing, but it worked out. So you get a Gatekeeper Media hat, a bunch of different colors. We have some white ones, yellow ones, the camo ones, personally, I think are my favorite. Right outside of that, we have some Gatekeeper Media Stadium cups, which is awesome to see. So, you can fit a whole pint glass in here. Some stickers. Big shout out to Disco. Get yourself a Disco towel. This one being one of my favorites. The pins. Pins are awesome.
They are awesome.
So
I have a couple and I wear them on everything.
yeah, so we're gonna have a bunch of other ones left over too, which is gonna be nice. I almost forgot the koozies. Gatekeeper Media koozies. And then last but not least, I would say probably the best and the biggest thing here is the Gatekeeper Media putters. The winter putt and stuff, Gatekeeper Media putters, custom made. These are Millennium Super Soft Omegas. And I would say for 45 bucks, not a bad deal. This is just a big inspiration from going out to Colorado States. They had amazing player packs out there. It was just so fun being out there, all the gear you got, and that's really what inspired us to kind of do this. And just kind of put together these little, I don't know, gift bags, grab bags for people to walk away with. So if you are local, you want to make it out next week, next Tuesday, 7 p.m., down here in South Philly, 2nd District Brewing Company. You can make it out and see what happens then. Put your money where your mouth is. So we're going to go up next. Let's just cut real quick to who's up next.
All right, Kof, you're up.
And we lost Kof.
We're trying to wrangle Kof here. Ready. Sorry.
Yeah, we're rolling. We're getting to the final round, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see what happens here. Final round. Basically, everyone's playing against the field. The top 8 people will be making it into a playoff. Once you're in the playoff, it will be a head-to-head against your opposing player. It will be the best 8 players, as Vito's off to a good start. It's beautiful. We want to see that. It's going to knock in 3 there, put him at 16. Cliff's able to get the 1. It's just going to put him at 17. So still holding that lead over Vito if we're looking at head-to-heads here. Folks, let us know in the chat, who are you rooting for? Who are you looking to see win this? Kof was our last week winner. Right now, Vito looks like the one who's on fire. Knocking down a 25-footer. Kof's able to sink that one. So, Kof, funny enough, if anyone knows him, he actually putts with a Whammo putter. Ooh. It's very interesting there. Weird reaction. He's going to knock them both in there. That's going to put him at 22 for the entire night. So once again, putting together a solid showing. I mean, he knocks a couple down here. I mean, he's going to be a force to reckon with. Kof sinks it, man. Kof is no joke out here. Vito's able to sink one in too. That is great to see there. It's going to put him at 21 for the round. Kof already sitting with 3, knocks it in, putting him down to the 29. Wow. So 29 points there for Kof. He's really starting to put on a showing here. He missed one. He missed a 1-footer.
Wrapped up where you think you are in the standing.
With these new putters, I'm loving it.
Okay. No, I mean with the pulling ahead from you a little bit there, but it looks like you were able to kind of seal the deal.
Yeah, I wanted to make them back 30 footers. That was their main goal, to not miss them twice again.
Yeah, so you need to make those 2 to get that 7.
Yeah, to get that higher point.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, man. We'll see where the seat is.
Yeah.
All right. So up next we have O and Caleb. Caleb, right? No. Ken, right? Let me go grab them, folks. Looks like they wandered off.
Forfeit, right? Too late, man. Too late. Forfeit. Yeah, get my 3 points. You get my 3 points. Yeah, you're not that far.
Went down the round parking lot.
Yep. And we're live. Nico right off the start, putting up some points here. Let's see if he can keep up with Kof. Kof with the hot score right now, 29. Ken, you could just tell frustration. Knock that one in just off the edge. I wouldn't say that was a spit out, just a little too far there to the left. And Ken's able to knock that in. So both these guys able to at least salvage a point here.
I'm surprised because that court was
So guys are kind of talking about the chains, not really catching them as well. We are using an MVP black hole basket here. I mean, if you throw it right at the basket, it's going to catch. So if anything, it just makes you have to hit it right there. Ooh. And that's going to be a tough one to swallow there for Ken. It's a little unlucky. He's going to knock that one in. You got to tell. Just unlucky there. Probably a little frustrating. I'm excited to see how these brackets played out because I'm doing live scoring here, so I don't actually know the full scoring. So I'm excited to see here as Nick's able to get another one in there. It's like Ken throwing with his, what was that, KC AVRs? So Nico's at least going to get 24 up there, so he's definitely going to be looking like he's going to be in the playoffs. It's a good spot to be.
We have Nick Ho reporting the seeding effects. What are we thinking here, man?
I don't know. I haven't been watching. I need to get closer and watch the action. I don't know what the point system is right now.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
The surprises
Drama.
in your bracket.
Oh.
So I heard you saying that you had some nightmares from last year.
Yeah, the baskets were not. A little more helpful than trying to hope I stay in.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit, kind of shoot right in the middle. And
yeah.
Well, we'll see what the seeding gives for you, and we'll report back in a little bit.
I think I lost to every lower seed last time.
Well, this is a new year, bud. All right, we got the mics on deck here, so they are getting ready to shoot. Looks like as soon as we call it, they're ready to go. All right, so we are rolling. Let's bring it back to the action. You guys ready?
A little tough there. So, guys, we have a couple people here who are really putting together some pretty good rounds. I would say Kof being one of them, Nico being the other one, putting together some pretty solid rounds. Ken, you could tell he had some unlucky moments there. It was a little tough for him. But I would say Vito is another one who's kind of sitting in there. He should be able to squeeze his way into the playoffs with the consistency that he put out there. It's just whether he's going to come through when it comes down to the head-to-head. And that's really the biggest thing here. You just tell these guys are just trying to get their touch, hitting some basket. You can definitely tell they're struggling a little bit. It's a little tough, right? A little tough to get it in there. You got to get it up to get it in. That's what they say. But folks, we do have some big news for the people who are watching right now. We do not want to announce it yet, but let's just say you're going to be seeing a lot of Gatekeeper media in 2019. We were very excited. This is all for fun. We're messing around here. So thanks for everyone who's tuning in and having a good time, and at least showing some support. Sorry that sometimes you got to watch some poor golf here, as unfortunately these guys are all going to get zeros. A couple goose eggs.
All right, folks, we are finishing off the final round here for both mics. We'll get in the last minute practice in there. Now, Mike Jr., I know I'd like to call back a time where we have had you on camera before. Do you remember that? Yeah. Do you remember what that was for? No? Oh, well, we graduated from film school, and you happen to be one of the actors in one of our projects a long time ago, but in something that's entirely different than what we're doing now.
Yes, very.
But I would say that was a fun shoot. I would say now that your final round is wrapped up, what any final thoughts for the league here?
It's fun. More people come out.
I would agree. Yeah. What do you think of the beer?
Beer's excellent.
Awesome. Yeah. Sweet. Well, thanks again for coming out.
Thank you.
We'll stay tuned. We'll see what the rest of the action is here. We got the Bryans on deck. All right. So whenever we are we ready to go? We good to go? Chris, we're good? All right. Whenever you're ready.
Got a couple goose eggs. Maybe we should have split the family up a little bit here. Brian Jr. did at least knock one in. At least get 1 point here. You definitely want to at least walk away with a point. If you're missing both from the 20-foot range, you're going to really be climbing for points at that point, because everything else is only going to get harder. 25, 30 foot. As I have my brother Michael here with me, so he's kind of watching what I'm doing here. So this is what I'm doing, trying to run a live broadcast behind the booth here. It's cool. It's a lot of work. It's struggling, a lot of headaches. Got a couple people watching right now, so that's always nice to see. Uh-oh. We got Xander in the chat now, so he was big last time here. Let's see if he's going to be rooting for Kof again. So it looks like we got some points here, so looks like Brian Sr. is going to take 2 points. So that's going to put him at 7 total. So Brian's right on that cusp of, I would say, making the playoffs. Brian Jr., 2 points is going to be tough to make it with that. So he's going to at least have to make one of these 30-footers to at least have a shot. Oh, and there's the splash out, the nightmare everyone's talking about with this basket. Personally, I think the chains are a little light. I thought about actually adding some more chains, or at least making some heavier chains, because that's kind of been our biggest complaint, or at least maybe even just moving to marksman. We'll see. Brian Sr., just a little light. So he's going to be sitting at 7 here at the final. We'll see once he's kind of all the scores. Brian Jr., he's going to have to walk that one off, as we see. As we're going to go down the...
We asked for it, and we got a little bit. There was a little bit of smack talk and a little messing around here, but we'll get some final thoughts from the Bryans. Here, how we feeling, folks?
Feeling good. I picked up a new coach.
Yeah?
Started hitting the chains a little more. We're doing better.
Well, there you go. Now we just got to work off of like the off seasons. Technically, we're in off season now.
That's right. Yeah.
And then see how this translates onto the course fully, because hunting's a whole different game than driving, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, but at least we're staying warm.
Yes. Yeah, beer. Perfect.
Can't beat that, right? Well, Ryan Jr., you got to come over here, finishing the round. Let's hear what you think.
I don't know, man. He's a better putter. I'm a better driver. I don't know.
I know. I've been hearing you got some bomb Stafford Woods.
Trying.
Hitting like 350, 400 roughly.
Yeah, getting there.
That's impressive, man.
Not bad for a new guy.
I would agree. And I would say, putting is half the battle. So
Definitely
if you get drives and you only get to tap in, who needs to putt, right?
Well, that's true.
Awesome. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks.
Awesome, folks. Well, yeah. And again, my camera holder here is falling apart. But we got the Bryans. They're having a good time. And we got Caleb and Aaron up next. They're getting ready to go. So as soon as I get the go-ahead, we'll get them started. All right. So, guys, whenever you're ready.
Looks like Aaron there is going to miss, and Caleb's spin putts are something, man. He bullets those right in there, so that's really cool to see. And there's the nightmare again. I hate to say it, I hate to see it, but if some people can make them all and they still find a way, I mean, can you really say it's the basket at that point? So Caleb is just... Forgot about him. So Kof, Nick, and Caleb have kind of been the 3 hot people here so far today. These are really good points, really good numbers to put up here for this final. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is best 4 weeks out of 6. Those scores would then be calculated up to a final score where we'll have a grand prize winner. We do have cash and prizes for 1st through 3rd place. So Aaron's able to knock in a 2 there. We'll give him 13. So, struggling a little bit. There. So Caleb's able to knock another one in there. I would say kind of anticlimactic there. Caleb's going to get another 3, going to put him at 27. Aaron, though, sitting at 13. He should see himself in the playoffs, so I don't know. We'll see. All right. So Dusty is surprised. I'm happy he's put up 10 points. Like I said, he is also kind of a newbie here, beginner. To just see him make a couple shots out here is what it's about. Because remember, a lot of these people have just been introduced to the sport through relationships with Gatekeeper Media. So a lot of these people are new to the sport. We're just trying to grow it and see these people out there on the course one day. And it all starts with putting. If you're not able to putt, you are not going to go anywhere in golf. I would say that for ball golf, for disc golf, any type of golf. Doesn't matter how far you can drive or hit the ball. If you cannot put it in the pin or you cannot put it in the basket, doesn't really matter at that point.
It's all about short game.
Your short game is what it's about. It's definitely the most important part of your game. Because I'm excited to see how these brackets are going to play out, honestly. So we are going to take a quick intermission once we do get to that point. So make sure you stay tuned because it's going to be an exciting end. Yeah, Xander, Caleb is kicking some butt today, man. Kind of wish I saw him out here last week. Him, Kof, and Nico are the ones really putting together a good showing. There we go. Good to see some points there from Ryan. Nice to see. From the 25-foot range, and he sinks it. I'm actually surprised I went in for how high that was up on the chains. So with that's going to put Dusty at 12. So Ryan's going to go to 7. Dusty's going to go over to 12 now. I think both of these guys are definitely in the running for the playoff. I would say Dusty probably secured it at this point. Ryan's kind of right on that cusp with the Mikes, with the Bryans, with Dylan. They're all kind of hovering in that, 3 to 8 range. So I'm excited to see how this all plays out. I really like the playoff bracket, the format if we do this. Folks, in the chat, let us know what you think about this format. This is a format that Derek and I have created, and we just want to know what feedback you have. You're kind of seeing how we play this out. Some people like to play putt back and forth, kind of like a horseshoe style. We kind of have this laid out, and this is all due kind of to the space that we're in. It's kind of how this whole putting league and tournament kind of formulated. So Ryan's able to knock in a 3 there. Dusty's just going to hit the top of the basket. So if Ryan's able to knock this in, that's going to put him at 14. He's going to be in a really good spot then to secure it. He's going to just miss. That's going to put him at 10, but I would say it's not a bad spot to be in.
Let's get a word in here and see how they're feeling. So, Ryan, I have a question for you, man. It's your first week. What do you think so far?
I'm having a good time. I'm home again.
That's awesome.
No organist, other than I'm playing like very bad.
Well, it's your first week, so to get those first week camera jitters out, totally understandable. But I'm really glad to hear that you're having a good time. Thanks for coming out.
I'm pretty awful anyway, but
hey, as long as you're having fun, though, right?
At practice.
There you go. Take care, man. All right, and Dusty, the end of your last week.
I would say I did better than I expected.
Well, that's good. Maybe we should let you go move your car before you get a South Philly ticket.
Oh, that's true.
All right. Well, we got Dylan here. He's the lone shooter. He's going to be, it looks like he's ready to go. So let's go ahead and cut to the action.
folks, so we're here. Dylan's the last one here putting. Remember, he is all alone. He is the odd man, so he does have to kind of step away for each putt. It's funny, he came out 1 week last year, never coming out here, and literally tore the place up. He made it into the semifinals. I think there was maybe a 20-person registration that night, and he literally lit up the crowd. A little more stagnant tonight, but we'll see if he comes back out here, if he's able to kind of, I don't know, shake the cobwebs off, since it's been about a year since he probably has thrown a disc. This probably being only the third time he's ever even really thrown a disc, so it's exciting. I just love seeing new people out there play. So you could tell they're struggling, they're not hitting the basket every time, but I mean, this is no easy feat. This is not an easy sport to play. You might think, oh, there's a big basket there, you're throwing a frisbee into it, but 20, 30 feet out, I mean, you got to really throw it straight or know the disc well enough to know what it's going to do to go in there. Dylan's going to go to his final spot. So round one, we did see him do a cartwheel. That was very pleasant to see. Oh, he's about to, I thought he was going to throw a forehand there. That would have been something. Right off the top of the basket. Dylan for his last shot here. Just misses it. We're going to cut down the Derek as we're going to start getting scores and everything ready.
And we just couldn't make it happen, folks. But good attempt, Dylan. Now, what's it like putting on your own, having to do that reset in between each shot?
Honestly, I think it makes it harder because when I was here last season, I definitely made way more, and I felt more confident when I was up against someone.
Right.
I feel I do better when I'm more competitive.
Absolutely.
When I'm by myself, I don't feel like I'm competing.
It drives you a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know, still, again, plenty more weeks to come out. We'll get you paired up with somebody next week, and we'll see how it goes. Awesome. Thanks,
All right,
man.
thank you.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the end of the 3 rounds here. We're going to take a couple minutes, bring up that bracket, get it ready to go, and we'll see who's facing who.
Graphic, and we'll see. right, folks, this is the bracket here. We got a top 8. So last year we did positioning based off of who kind of won in like a head-to-head battle. Just to keep the going here, we are going to just do it based off whoever had the highest round based off their 3 rounds. So we have Cope in the first seed. He's going to be going up against the 8th seed, Ryan Sr. So that's going to be exciting. That's going to be a rematch from week 1. Caleb is in 2nd place. He's going to be going up against Dusty, who is in 7th. We have Nick O in 3rd place. He's going to be going up against the 6th place Ken. And we have the 4th and the 5th place players, Ito and Aaron. So it's exciting here. We have a couple players, newcomers, I would say, that are in there. Players played really well. I'm excited to see how this bracket plays out. Folks, please let us know in the comments, who do you have down here in the final 6? Team Coke. Let us know. Heather's saying Team Coke. Who will know in the comments? Who are you picking? Coke is our defending champ. Caleb put together a solid show. The only one to have an undefeated round. Nick O, the veteran who's been here before, part of this last year. Brian Sr., the old head. Dusty, the newcomer. Vito, another one. So Dusty left. Corners just came in that Dusty left. So let's add in that final spot. I do need to find out who is behind him. It looks like Dusty had to leave early, so that's unfortunate. It looks like it's going to be Ryan. Ryan Sr. is going to move up there. So, Ryan's still here. Ryan is still here. Alright, so it looks like Ryan's actually going to have to go against Caleb. Sorry to hear that, Ryan. But yeah, this is our layout here. So if anyone's watching, anyone wants to know, here. We have a couple people in the chat letting me know. So everyone's saying Coke. Everyone wants to see Coke run away with it. Yeah, so let's wrangle them up. All right, folks, we're about to hop right back into it. Are you ready? All right, folks. This is it. We're down to the playoffs. If you're just tuning in or if you've been in, this is the point that you want to be here. This is where the drama happens. This is where some of the best players could lose to some of the worst. This is really what you want to be here for. So a lot of players want Kof. Let's see if Kof can keep it going. We're live. We're starting. Here we go. This is a head-to-head battle now. So Kof is top seed. He's going to be putting first. Let's see how it plays out here, folks. Kof's able to sneak that one in very quickly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could turn into something. This is a rematch. People are still rooting for Kof, but I don't know, man. Brian Sr. has found ways to beat the pros before. Knocked out a couple pros last year. So he's known to take them out. Kof is here, though. He's focused. Oh. And that right there could have been the difference maker. Ooh. Hmm. So, a couple missed opportunities there. With Brian missing, Kof could have really kind of stuck it in there, but he ends up missing his own, and then Brian has a way to come back and tie it up, and he misses as well. So it's going to come down to the 30-footer just like it did last week. Anything can happen, folks. If we see Kof make this here, it's going to make it a little tougher. Brian's going to have to make both of them to win, but we've seen it before. So we can see it again as Kof makes that. That's going to do it for Kof. Kof's going to be able to walk away with that one. Kof was very serious about his putting. He came up to me and actually was very upset that he missed a couple 25-footers earlier.
That means I'm going to sit at the bar and wait for Kof.
All right, folks. Kof found himself at the top of the seed again for week 2. That being said, it looks like Kof just found himself with a perfect round. No? Did you miss one? Did I miss one? I got a blind spot over here, folks. It's a little hard to see. But, all right.
I missed the middle one, I think.
The middle one. Well, so from the top seed here, that's a pretty good showing. So let's see what happens on the next move into the next
I
bracket.
love making it.
Looks like we're up. We got Caleb right there. Caleb's really put on a showing here, so he came out of nowhere, just kind of showed up, wasn't expecting him to be here, and he's putting together, I would say, a running for it all. I mean, putting up almost 30 points. As he gets a splash out on that first one, it's going to be a tough one. That could be all the difference right there. Ryan's needed to capitalize on that. Oh. That spin putt is so powerful. It just literally kicked right out. So Ryan's going to miss that too. That was 2 missed opportunities there for Ryan. He could have really took that. Caleb with the miscue, he could have really... Caleb's able to finally knock one in there, finally put some points on the board. Ooh, just a little to the left there. Just so much spin on that disc, man. It's really something to watch. Caleb's just really throwing this one away. I mean, Ryan's really throwing this one away. My apologies. So we have Heather there, rooting for Ryan. You got some fans out here, Ryan. So you got some fans. It's Caleb right off the top there. And these are the putts that he needs. These are the putts Ryan needs. Oh, Ryan could take it right here. Ryan can literally take it from Caleb right here. Putting together such a solid showing. And he just can't do it. Oh, man.
Ryan, thanks for coming out.
My hands choice. That was a great time.
I appreciate you coming out, man, and it looks like Caleb lives to see another day. He's going to be moving forward here. We'll see. Let's pull up the bracketing here. I believe it's Aaron and with Nick O. Sorry.
I can't believe I
Just listen against the ground.
I had him
Listen for chains and listen for ground.
That's what I thought. I thought for sure you were saying that.
I would have loved it. I would have loved it and been like, yeah, this is
There's no possible way that you were.
first and the way.
I'm sorry, buddy. That was the next one.
I'm having the time.
Definitely very probably like 3 2.
Yeah.
Before, afterwards.
Same.
Perfect round.
Yeah, and then I drank like 2 more beers.
You would think after the light buzz.
Yeah.
Not that roller sprint next round. Like for roller sprint next one.
And then after your own camera, I'm like this.
Yeah, I said I got a little nervous. I mean, I got.
And I got the jigger master food.
After this one, I'll wait for the sweets to make it.
Probably end up Yeah. Yeah.
Another splash out. That's going to be a tough one there for Ken. So, folks, if they tie here, we're going to have a... Oh! Ken's sinking that one in there. That was awesome to see there.
Good game, folks. Good game.
No consolation matches?
No consolation matches. All right, so it looks like Ken is able to make it to the next seed on the bracket. Next up, we are pulling up. Let's see, are we reporting the bracket yet? So next up, we have Aaron and Vito. All right. So Vito, you're up against Aaron. All right, folks, back at it.
You lost the leg.
Yeah, this thing's falling apart on me all night.
Yeah, we're rolling. All right, folks, that was something. I thought Nico was going to take that. It was interesting to see Ken actually walk away with that one there. Vito, though, he did come in third last week. He was kind of a newcomer. Came out here, showed some support. We had a really light crowd last week. Both these guys I'm unfamiliar with their putting style, so I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. Vito, though, is really, he's good. I'll just say overall his putting game's good. He does play AM, but I would say, like we were talking about earlier, your short game's where it's at. Because all these guys are going to put up 3 points here. So we're going to have Kof and Ken up next. Vito's able to knock in another 2 there. That's going to put him at 5 points. There's another one. So these guys are starting to put together some good showings. Oh, there's the first miscue there from Vito. Oh, man. You hate to see it. You'd hate to see it, folks. But we got a tie ball game going in here to the last 30-footer here. It could be the environment, could be the nerves at this point, could be a lot of things, could be the booze. We don't really know at this point. All we know is it's going to come down to this 30-footer here. Let's see if Vito's able to sink one. Hits a little bit of the basket, it's not able to knock it in. Ooh, Aaron's able to sink it. That's a big 30-footer for him. So we have Vito. Let's see what he can do. See if he can keep himself alive. And that's going to be it, folks. And Aaron, actually, so funny enough.
Looks like Aaron takes that one here. Moving on. How you feeling here, bud?
Feeling a little better about that one.
So week 1 and put you in a good position here.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming out. What are you putting with this week?
The classic.
Okay, all right. Let's see if maybe we can get you that super these weeks, huh? All right, cool. Yeah. All right, so we're moving on to the next tier.
Folks, we're down to the final 4. We're gonna have Kof and Ken. Yep. We were already here, ladies and gentlemen. You were already with me. Been with me for all this, for all the pain, all the struggles. Please let me know. Let us know in the comments. How are we doing? This is all new for us. This is really tough. I'm not going to lie. It's a 2-man crew just trying to put this together. We do love the support, everything that everyone's been doing here. I just want to bring it up. Aaron really didn't. Dusty actually made it. He left early, which then he kind of gave up that spot. If Aaron took this all the way. So we're going to bring it back over here to the camera. See if we got our folks. We have Kof and Ken. So Kof's up first here. Kof is our defending champ. A lot of people in the chat wanted Kof to take it home. Let's see if he does that. Let's see if he can take it home 2 weeks in a row. Ken's had a really slow start. He's starting to pick it up here. He's been really unlucky with a lot of splash outs. Kof, though, is just, he's consistent. He's loving those super softs. He actually bought an extra one. Same size, same color, and everything, because he wants it. Kof's sitting at 3. Ken's got the 1 point, though. As long as you at least walk away with 1, I would say you're in a good spot. There's people in the chat saying Kof City, and that's exactly what it is. I mean, this man, his short game is on point. See him land another one here. This is almost basically going to put it out of reach here for Ken. No. There's still life there. For Ken, with the missed opportunities, he needs to take those. So we're going to move to the 30-footer here. anything could happen. Only 4 points between them. This coach lining up a shot. Just a little short. He's not able to knock it in. Ken needs this. So Koch's going to be going to the finals for the second time in a row.
All right, folks, back down on the field. Ken put up a really good show here. We're going to get a word on from him, see how he's feeling after he's done. So, Ken, last week you said that the camera messed you up a little bit. How would you say it affected you this week?
This week, I haven't even seen it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I was.
So you're already getting used to it. I like to hear that. So now that your week 2 is finished, overall, week to week, what differences have you seen other than getting used to the camera a little bit?
So more people came out today.
That's good.
Yeah.
Better competition, right?
Yes, definitely.
And you seeded really well in the bracket this week.
Yeah, way better than
good
last
seeing that.
week, so.
Well, thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah,
we really
I'm
appreciate
not too
the support.
upset.
Hey, as long as you're having a good time, that's all that matters.
Definitely, I am having a great time.
Well, enjoy that beer, man.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
awesome, folks. Well, we.
So just so you know here, Ken will be playing again. He's going to be playing for 3rd place, so we will do that next. We do have Caleb and Aaron. Oh, you don't even have to keep scores. I'm sorry. I meant to say something. You're fine. We're rolling.
All right, we're good to go. Watch out, folks.
And that's a good start there. Both of them walking away with 3 points each. So, folks, I do want to just bring up and clarify it. So these points here that they're shooting for in these head-to-heads here aren't going towards their total points. The top 3 podium winners will walk away with, I would say, like a bonus points. First place getting an extra 5 points onto their total score. Second getting 3, and third getting 1. With that, it just adds a little bit more for the winner's incentive, but it wouldn't be fair for some of the other players who might get knocked out earlier, don't make it into the playoffs. At that point, there would be nothing to play for. As he just sneaks that in there, Caleb. Just a little high. It's Caleb with the 2-point lead going into the... No, forgot they're tied up. Almost missed that one. So we're tied up here at 5 apiece going into the finals. Final 30 feet. So I'm really excited to see here. Man, he really throws that with a lot of velocity. I feel like it's almost too hard for this basket. So Aaron's up for the putt with the missed opportunity. He could sink it. It just misses. So Caleb could really seal it up here, or at least make it tougher for Aaron to knock it in, and he just misses the outside. Kiss the chains. He misses it. We're tied up, folks. We're going to go into a sudden death from 30 feet. Sudden death from 30.
First one we've seen I think we had one sudden death last week that went 2 full rounds, so guys are putting from 30 here. So let's see what you got. Yeah, right? It's from 30, right? Yeah.
There it is. No jokes given. Says I'm not going into sudden death. Aaron, can he stay alive? And he doesn't. That's going to be a tough one for him.
All right.
Yep.
Yep.
So we have Ken.
That was sudden death, folks. Looks like Caleb is moving on.
No, sudden.
Hold on, we got one-on-one.
One-on-one. It's sudden death. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so then now everybody suddenly just drops.
We have Ken and Aaron
as
third.
Ken and Aaron for third. So you're back up against Ken for third place.
Wow. Right now.
All right, folks, we're going to go. We're almost at the end here. We're about to have our third place players play out. So we're going to have Ken and Aaron playing for third place as we move in here. This is getting juicy here right near the end.
I don't know where Ken went.
What was that? Folks, who do you think is going to take it home here? Knowing that we have the finals coming up, we have Caleb and we have Kof. Kof being last week's winner, really putting up a good show. And Caleb, the newcomer, just walking in here and really putting together a good putting show. I'm excited to see who's going to win this. See, some people in the chats, they want Kof. Let's see if Kof can keep the dynasty going 2 weeks in a row, I would say. We lost Ken. Well, he's got a minute. He's got a minute. Remember, DQ. Yeah. We're getting close to the end here, folks. Not Coke, your last. Coke spill. Man, Coke has some fans here. I love seeing it. It's exciting. Folks, we're coming right down to the end. This is the last call for Ken. I see him.
Oh, really? It might be in there.
My layout was good.
So, good? Alright, cool. From the front.
Alright, folks, this is for third place here. We have Ken up on the tee. Aaron, like we said, kind of snuck his way in here. He actually could walk out with a payout if he's able to finish this off. This is exciting stuff. A little high. You could tell. I think Ken already knew. He already felt like he was done. He kind of just threw everything out there. Being told that he's going to have to come back and play is probably a little tough for him. Because all these guys are going to miss here from the start. So moving into the 25 footers, this is where you got to really make them. Folks, this would be the time to share If you want anyone to watch this finals here and watch two amazing putters putt off, this would be the time. Share it on Facebook. Let everyone know what you're doing. Let us know that you're watching a a put together live stream here with just two people running it. Very tough. Aaron finally knocks one in. There we go. That's what we want to see. Ken off the top. Aaron's going to be sitting at 2 now. Still anyone's game, though, coming down here into the final. So Ken, he missed out last time. He in the third place showing, he did not finish, and he did not get a payout or anything. So this is time for redemption here. He's really going to need to knock one in. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful to see. Let's see if Aaron's able to capitalize. Or I would say have a rebuttal to that putt. Just right off the edge, he misses that. This could be the nail in the coffin here for Ken. If he's able to make this, he will lock up third place, and he does. Look at that. Beautiful. And at this point,
so Ken with third place. That's awesome.
Third, Ken.
So that's a real finish for the evening, folks. I don't know if you can really call much more. That's the underdog tale. That's how Philly does it. Am I right? So have had a good time. Everybody can wave hello. But as you can see, we are here at Second District Brewing.
And when it counts,
I am Derek with Gatekeeper Media. We got Chris in the studio, switching the boards. But you know who we are. We want to thank everybody for coming out. We want to thank everybody for watching. We want to thank our sponsors, Millennium Disc Golf. We have Heiser Flip Disc Golf Apparel. We have Disc Gulp Card Game. Check them out. A lot of big things from all of these companies this season. And stay tuned for next week, week 3.
All right, let's go into the final here. This is it. We're still putting. All right, so we're gonna have Kof and Caleb here for the final. Kof's gonna be the one putting off the top. So it looks like they're comparing their new Omega Super Softs that they got in their player packs. I know Kof's loving them. He actually bought some extra ones. We might have... Kof. So this is it, folks. This is the finals. This is what it's all about. This is when it matters the most. Kof's able to knock it in early. Caleb, people talking in the background does not matter. It's all focus at this point. I feel like it gets a little harder once discs are in there. You see how that disc is sitting up? Could that pose a threat? Does not. He putts with force. Yeah, Caleb's, man, he forces those in there. It's great to watch. So both these guys sitting at 3. Kof's able to get that in there. Ooh. Man, this is starting to get tight. Really, if anyone misses here, then that could be it. Oh, that could have been it. That could have been it right there, and that one just sneaks in there. Oh. Wow. Caleb. It's going to put him at 8. Kof only sitting at 5. Kof's going to need to make both of these. And that's not looking good. He's going to need Caleb to miss both of these if he's going to want to take this home. Everyone was rooting for Kof. They wanted to see the dynasty, and it's still alive. It is still alive here. Kof is going to need to nail this like he did last time, make the last putt from 30 foot, and that's only going to be able to put him into an overtime, to a sudden death. And that's not going to do it. It's knocking the cap off, and that's going to be it, as this is just going to be a putt for fun. That's great. So let's actually cut over here to Derek, as he's going to see our winners in our secondary here.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in again. We got the first comer. First week, taking the win. First week.
Thank you, Putt and Stuff Challenge. That was the best.
I love it.
Thanks,
well, welcome to South Philly. All right, well, folks, we are going to calculate the payouts, and
next week,
again,
man. Better be back next
He's
week.
into it. Heiser Flip Disc Golf Apparel, Disc Golf, for all making this possible. This is an amazing time. This one was a little rougher on the production side of things, but we saw a lot more fans out here, a lot more players coming out, and that's what it's about, really, is just coming out here and having fun, drinking good beer down here in 2nd District Brewing. Make sure you tune in next Tuesday, 7 p.m., 7:30 tentatively, for the 3rd week, and this is going to be the last week that you have to make it if you want to at least be running in for the grand prize here for overalls. So we will be posting some of the scores here now that we're a couple weeks in. Let us know in the comments. Share our stuff. Let us know what you think about all this. This is all new. We're going out on the limb. And like I said, I teased it earlier. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, because we have some big announcements coming out for the 2019 season. All right, folks. Thank you so much for being here. Take care and have a good night.